Hello everyone, and now welcome to game 2 in the series between Spiders Fly versus Gamma Bears' Sen here on Achillean Waste. Now, taking a look at what happened in game 1, Fly just was not able to hold on to a queen in the early game. If he had held on to one lone queen, I think that game would have played completely differently. Much higher production for Fly. He would have been able to recover from that early 9 pool and be able to come back and just very, very strong. Now let's take a look at what's happening here. Fly is using that extractor trick in order to get a little bit more upside down on supply. Sitting now at 11/10, we can see that there is, wow, an overlord has yet to be trained, and we are now going into the double extractor trick. This is it actually double extractor? No, he's still sitting at 11/10 here, and I'm not sure if he's going to cancel this. We see an extractor already coming in for Fly. Both sides getting very greedy with those spawning pools. Spawning pools being placed down slightly faster by Sen. Fly a little bit slower, but Fly does have his extractor already harvesting gas. So by the time this spawning pool is completed, we should see metabolic boost already being started. Now, that means that there will be about a 30-second difference in terms of metabolic boost. How will that impact the game? Only time can tell, as overlords are now coming in. Now, in StarCraft 2, it has been said, it's not about the units that you build or the strategy that you use, it's how you get there. And we see a slight difference between how Sen and Fly are getting into metabolic boosted lings, and with essentially a very, very early spawning pool. You can take a look at it now. The queens, there's a slight discrepancy there. Drones still coming out here. Zerglings, 4 of them coming out for Sen. Meanwhile, what is it now doing for Fly? Fly has yet to train any Zerglings. He does have his he already has his metabolic boost, but still, only a 10-second difference here, and this was huge. Only a 10-second difference. We saw that Fly had actually gotten down his extractor much, much more quickly, but there's only a 10-second difference in that metabolic boost. Is it going to make that much of a difference as the Zerglings now run out to do a bit of scouting? Both sides not harvesting any gas whatsoever. Sen now with Zerglings running off to the north. Both sides see that, yes, we did in fact go for some early Zerglings, and now Fly looks as though he wants to be on the defensive end. Fly has that metabolic boost still with that 10-second advantage, and not like anything is going to be changing that, as Zerglings are ready to go and engage. Let's take a look at the supply. 23 versus 20. Somehow Fly is slightly behind, most likely because of the timing on the queen. Sen still has a little bit more here, as we're going to be taking a look at the army. Fly, however, now getting 10 more Zerglings, and this will really be a game of Defender's advantage. Defender's advantage here is going to come down to who is able to engage first. And oh, the Zerglings of Fly do have that metabolic boost, and Sen is going to be forced to engage. He has to retreat. You can see that 10-second window, and a lot of Zerglings just took a bit of damage there, and Fly somehow comes out ahead ever so slightly. All right, here's the engagement. Who has the larger army supply? 14 compared to 11 now, as more Zerglings are coming in from Sen. Zerglings will be able to get back onto that creep in just a moment. Queen is over here, and Sen is going to be able to engage with the queen on the high ground, forcing Fly to retreat. Coming back in, Fly ready to go. Overlord in position. Zerglings now ready to go as well. There's a little bit of an engagement, but Sen has a welcoming party there. Both sides doing a little bit of dancing. A queen now making its way over, and Fly really just butting his head up against these Zerglings. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but if Fly can actually make his way through, yes, it looks like he will be able to make his way through, and now get in a little bit more damage. More Zerglings. The front door has been broken, and Sen, even though he had the queen, he has now lost it. And that is going to be a huge, huge loss. Zerglings now needing to be trained. You can see Baneling's Nest not yet done, and the Zerglings are going to be engaging here. Both sides ready to go. What's going to be happening? More Zerglings are still coming in, and who has the larger army? It is now 13, 14 versus 7 here, and with no queen, Sen is in a little bit of trouble, especially as more Zerglings still rushing in. All the time when the drones are pulled off, that is just going to be an even stronger hurt there. Sen needs to pull off his drones in order to fend off all of these Zerglings, as the Zerglings are now tearing down through the rest of the Zerglings there. It looks as though a couple of Banelings, no, it looks like canceling there, as the drones are going to fall. Sen going to lose this game here? No, the queen is now out. Sen trying to fight this back. Is it going to be enough? Zerglings taking down the last of the Zerglings. Harvester count is now 14. 6 to 11 here in favor of Fly. Fly more than doubling, or almost, yes, now more than doubling his opponent in terms of his economy. And there is the GG. A quick game. And wow, a 10-second difference in metabolic boost was all it took for Fly to take down 4 to 6 Zerglings. Once those Zerglings were down, things just started to snowball in favor of Fly. We definitely saw that. And even though Fly tried to engage up a ramp here with Queen support, the Queen adding in just a little bit more DPS, Fly able to somehow gauge that he had the advantage, even though fighting uphill, and took the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this 2-game set. Fly and Sen splitting the series at 1 game apiece.